right, well, we promised you a new video. By God, it's about time I got my ass out here to get it done. Beautiful fall weather here in the beautiful hills of Kentucky. I hope you guys are enjoying a beautiful end of the barbecue season. Although it doesn't really end for true barbecue fanatics. We're going to keep this going right on through the winter. What we're going to show you this weekend is I'm actually going to do some ribs and chickens for you, and we're going to feature it on the Dragonfire Kamado, sold by my good friend Jack Hobbs here in Kentucky as well. Imports these from the Orient, and a very good value. Some of the other name brand ceramic cookers, a little pricier. Jack can make these right to you. If you need one, be sure you get to us on the website. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and load in the lump charcoal that we like to use. And we're also going to start that fire with a little bit of fire gel. We don't use any of the liquid starters when you're using a ceramic cooker. It will ruin them. You never want to do that. Always go to either a paper fire to start it or one of the charcoal canisters that you'll see online. But as I said, we're going to use fire gel, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Let's load it up. I don't know if any of you can see this. This is lump charcoal, folks.
Let me zoom in.
Natural wood, all natural. It gives your food a nice, great flavor without being overly smoky or sooty. You'll never get that resin off of wood. Like as in some of the chips that some people use, it might be a little too green. And on the Kamado, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to put in enough charcoal and moderate the temperature so that we don't have to reload it. That's a secret on doing a ceramic cooker, is making sure you've got enough coal in there, moderate the temperature to carry you all the way through the cook process. Here's a fire gel I was speaking of. This is a soy-based product, much like Sterno, although Sterno is, I believe, an alcohol-based type product. You'll find this at some of your campground stores and some of your better pool and patio stores as well. Now all I'm going to do is drop this on here, put a match to it, and let it start the cook process. With this stuff, you can almost start cooking immediately. I'm going to wait a few minutes, let the wood start to get on before I load the ribs in, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll just stack a few of the briquettes or a few of the chunks of the natural wood on top of that, just to make sure we get good ignition and start this fire out. Love making like a firebug. There you go. No big woof. See, I didn't burn my mustache off, hair's off the arm, shirt's not on fire. Good stuff. And when you're handling this product though, you do want to make sure that you go ahead and wash your hands before you jump to your food. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more to today's fun. I'm going to be cooking on this Weber kettle as well, just to kind of show you a little bit of differences between the two types of cookers. Love the Weber kettle. Beautiful piece. For the price point, you can't beat it. And when you want to dial it in a little tighter, the Dragonfire Kamado is the way to go. And all I did was, again, I used the fire gel. I had leftover briquettes from a previous cookout. I'm going to add a few more pieces of the lump coal to it. Just to kind of give us a little longer cook time. And I'm going to set my coals off to one side with this Weber kettle. As close as this is to the cooking surface grate, I want to make sure that I'm not burning or searing off my meat too much here. Probably going to do a chicken in on this one, and probably going to do it whole. We'll talk in just a bit. Here we go. We got the coals rocking and rolling on the Dragonfire Kamado. It looks like we took a nap and took a beer. The coals are rocking. We will have to resupply this, so not a big deal. We're going to add my favorite spice for ribs and chicken and pork butts is the honey butt spice. It's our bear claw lineup. You'll see it on the website. Phenomenal sweet rub. A lot of times you'll hear guys talking about rubs and so forth, and they want to rub it in the meat. BS. We don't need to do that, and I'll show you why. When you take any kind of spice and your hands get wet from the juices on the meat, certain spices are going to stick more to your hands than others. Like salts and sugars will stick, they have a different consistency. So I don't like to say rub the meat. BS, it's a myth. Just give it a nice coating, guys. And with the bear claw spice, you can put a nice coating on here. Don't be shy. Just going to crust up. Be a beautiful thing. Alright, we've got that position. I'm going to go ahead and drop the lid down on the Dragonfire Kamado. You'll notice it's got a nice little piston here that if you let this lid go, it's like a little shock absorber. Keeps you from cracking your ceramic, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of monitor this heat for just a few minutes, let the ceramic and everything get up to temperature. Then we're going to start choking it down to where we get the desired temp of, say, around 220, 225. Alright? We'll be right back after I wash up. As you can see, things are starting to get a little warmed up on our Weber kettle. And I think just for fun, I'm going to toss in a few pieces of maple and oak that have fallen, just to try to give it a little more smoky note. And today we're going to do chicken with the bear claw shrimp spice. We've got a recipe for a shrimp and veggie saute with angel hair pasta that I think you guys will really like. We'll check the archives to see if we've got that one wrapped up for you. If not, we'll do it again. But just to show you that the bear claw shrimp spice you can use on anything. Today we're going to use it on chicken. Gives it a nice, robust Cajun flavor. Might have a little much heat, but that's all going to be dictated by how much coverage you put on your chicken or your ribs or your pork roast. Little sprinkles on here. Again, this spice is pretty robust. Until you get acclimated to it, you might want to go a little cautiously on your first cookout with it. I'm going to whack it pretty good here. Okay, now that I have my hand thoroughly up this chicken's butt, make sure that you know, for those of you that can handle going to a Facebook, we've got a fan page on the Facebook. Just go in there, make your request. It might take me a few days to get back to you, but we'll get back to you. And you can ask for anything, recipes, phone numbers, all that good stuff. Hey, we'll see you in a minute. All right, I'm going to position him like so. I think I'm going to turn him around. Let him do the tail feathers first. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. What I'm doing here, I've got my fire on the front side of the grill, and I'm going to take the holes, the exit ports on the top of this kettle grill, and I'm going to put them at the opposite side of the fire. So I've got a good roll of smoke going all the way around that bird, okay? Right now I've got it wide open. It's cooking as high as the Weber kettle can. And here in just a few minutes, I'm going to choke down the exit ports and the oxygen coming in, so it kind of modifies that temperature, takes it down to a lower temp, cook it a little slower. Still holding at 225. We're shooting for a 4-hour cook. Should have these baby backs just dialed right in. Let's take a peek, see where they are right now. Oh yeah, they're starting to take it on now. Just nice and slow, nothing crazy. Starting to bubble a little bit on the inside. And what we'll do is we'll rotate these around as we go through this, just in case there's some uneven cooking inside this, okay? We'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Let's check up on the chicken. Because we're having chicken tonight. We're having chicken tonight. That bird's cooking up. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to back this bird down. We're probably looking at about a 1-hour cook time on the chicken. And we'll just slow that baby down so it takes on a little more smoke. We'll put these openings. I've got it wide open on the vent below. And I'm going to shut it back. Ooh. Going to leave the vents open about halfway there, halfway at the top. Slow that cook process down a little bit. Let it smoke up, take in some great wood flavor from that maple and that oak. You know what time it is? It's beer 30, damn it. Let's go grab a beer.